Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Something's come along and it bursts our bubble.
What's the bubble in this scenario?
My sanity.
That was me last episode. By the way, you guys are getting a serious treat this month.
Oh man, yeah. There has been what is this, the fourth from the shelf video this week?
I think so. Hot damn.
Yeah, fuck. Okay.
We may get to skip April because of this.
That's fucking crazy. So this is actually the third movie that Anthony and I have already reviewed on YouTube.
Yes.
The two
laziness, or we just want to talk about them again. You be the judge.
Okay, so a little bit backstory. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is probably the thing I have the most nostalgia for in my life. Straight up. And that
What do you mean? What do you mean by nostalgia? That you don't currently watch anymore, but you have fond memories of?
Correct. But the thing is,
okay, that makes sense.
With Power Rangers specifically, that nostalgia has not let me keep interest in the franchise because...
No, especially after the Neo Saban era.
Like, I kind of watched it up until, I want to say, Mystic Force is where I really stopped.
That's a shame, because Jungle Fury was actually a pretty good season.
No, I got to Overdrive, and I was like, fuck this show. I stopped.
Was Jungle Fury after Overdrive?
Jungle Fury was season after Overdrive, yeah.
Yeah, that's a real shame, because Jungle Fury is actually pretty good.
And then I met, while I was watching Digimon Cross Wars, I met a bunch of friends online who I'm still friends with to this day, who kind of got me back into it for a couple of years that I completely fell off.
Yeah, Megaforce will do that.
Yeah. Well, because, it was the 20th anniversary, and they had, like, the Legacy Megazord, the Legacy Dragonzord, like, all the new stuff coming out. So I was like, oh, okay, let me give the show a watch. Jesus Christ.
Say what you will about Megaforce, it was a good time for collections.
Oh, for collector-wise, yeah, you had a great time. Doesn't mean the show was good.
Oh, no. If you could take anything away from the 20th anniversary.
The last I actually watched was, I think, the first, like, half of Dino Charge.
Dino Charge was actually pretty decent. Cosmic Fury...
No, I didn't watch Dino Fury, Dino Charge.
Oh.
With the adaptation of Kyoryuger.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Ninja Steel except for with you actually. I watched the anniversary episode.
The good one.
And then I didn't watch Beast Morphers. I heard Beast Morphers is decent.
Beast Morphers is decent.
I haven't seen Dino Fury. I did see the 2017 movie, which I hated.
I don't think I've seen that in full.
It's not good.
It didn't look good.
And then we come full circle. So, bit of backstory. For those of you who don't know, and I imagine that's like two of you at this point, Power Rangers is not actually an American show. It is, they take the Ranger suit and mecha battles from Super Sentai and mix it in with American actors. So it's actually one of the cheapest shows to produce ever. That's probably the only reason it keeps coming back.
You know what's funny? I feel like Haim Saban just watched Godzilla King of the Monsters and said, you know what? I can do that.
I feel like that's the only reason Power Rangers continues is because the ratings can't be that good.
I don't know. And I mean, are ratings even a thing now? I think it's more about streaming numbers.
Well, but like Power Rangers has been on consistently since 1993. And like the toy sales I know are declining. So why keep making it? But when it first hit, when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, Jesus Christ.
It went like gangbusters.
Like there was nothing bigger than Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
You couldn't escape it.
No, especially when like the Green Ranger stuff came out. Holy crap.
It was a wrap.
Well, granted, he was the best character. So, there you go.
You know what's funny, Frankie? We lived through the Power Rangers craze, the Digimon craze, the Pokemon craze, the Dragon Ball craze. Pretty much the start of the anime boom in Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm. And now it's very mainstream.
Yeah.
Like when we were in high school, you were a nerd if you liked that shit. Now everybody does.
I know, right?
Go figure. We would have excelled in high school nowadays, Anthony. Oh my god.
Our knowledge, probably.
But Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was so big that they of course made a film adaptation.
Of course they did.
Now, how do you turn a show where half of its footage is from a Japanese show into a movie? Not very well. So
No.
So something about this movie I'm going to say right now is it actually uses the second half of season 2 and 3 cast. So you have instead of Jason, Zach, and Trini, you have Rocky, Adam, and Aisha.
Had Rocky and Adam and Aisha been introduced in the show yet?
I don't know. When did this come out? Because they were in 1994 in season 2. They were probably filming it at around the same time.
Well, I know so they filmed this in Australia, and they did film some of season 2 in Australia.
This came out June 30th, 1995, and season 2 was in 94. So they were probably filming it at the same time.
Oh, they had to. They had because the cast had mentioned, they filmed stuff for season 2 in Australia when they were doing the movie. So they were filming the movie and the TV show at the same time.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, that sounds like something Saban would do.
I think, but I think at least they showed them in the show first, so the audience would at least be familiar with them.
I hope so.
Because I feel like the plan was never to replace those three, but they took a stand because they weren't making a lot of money.
No, the plan was never to replace them. So,
now, I'm going to get this out of the way right off the bat. This movie is not canon to the show at all. I think it was supposed to originally be like the introduction to season 3. I think that might have been the plan, but they decided nope.
It could have been,
but and I think it's mainly because the Ninja Megazord. But we'll get to that at the end of the movie.
Maybe
I really don't know why. I don't know why this was a different continuity, but
for real.
Whatever. So the movie starts with them skydiving out of a plane.
Extreme!
And of course they put all the focus on Tommy because he's Tommy. And he has a sky snowboard for some reason.
I don't know much about skydiving because I'm terrified of airplanes. And I have a thing about heights. But I don't think snowboard skydiving is a thing.
Now, I don't mean this crudely or anything, but really, the way to describe the cast in this movie is the White Ranger and other people.
I mean, let's be honest.
That's how the show was at that point. I know.
Yeah, it was the Tommy Oliver show featuring the Power Rangers, as Linkara said, and there is definitely truth to that. No one's blaming Jason and Frank. He did not pick to become the most popular one.
Like most seasons of Power Rangers, you could argue is the Red Ranger featuring other people.
Yeah, sometimes.
But this Mighty Morphin season 2 and 3 was the White Ranger with the other people. Because the White Ranger kind of did the whole Red Ranger thing. He was like the focus character.
So much so that the whole cast is costumes all have white in their clothing.
Oh my god!
Now could that be because Tommy's the White Ranger? I don't know. Or maybe could it be kind of like their suits, their color plus white, since their suits are primary color and the color white.
It's funny, though, because the White Ranger and Die Ranger wasn't that big of a character.
No, he wasn't. He barely had anything to do. The Green Ranger in Zero Ranger is more of a thing than the White Ranger.
Which is funny, because in Power Rangers, the White Ranger does a lot more than the Green Ranger.
You know what? Okay, sure.
But, they do this whole skydiving thing, and there's this kid, Fred, there. Who the hell is Fred?
You don't remember Fred? He was. Well, you remember the classic episode when he. Who the hell is Fred?
I don't know. It's not like he's that big of an actor either. Like,
no, I think this is his only credit.
No, he's got a couple other things, but
oh, good for him. I mean, he's not bad.
No, but it's like, what is it with Power Rangers things and like adding these kid characters, like the Lost Galaxy Lightspeed team? I'm having this little kid character.
Oh god, that little kid pissed me off. Not the actor. So you did your job. You got paid. I hope you got that money. I don't know what your parents were like.
Oh, and for some reason, Bulk and Skull are there.
Because of course, Bulk and Skull are there.
Now, there's like this construction site. Oh, and this charity skydive, because the Power Rangers somehow have time to do schoolwork, superhero work, and charity activities, and this, that, the other. I don't know how they have time for this, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, remember, they're teenagers with attitude, but they're constantly doing all this charitable work. Attitudes.
Go Power Rangers.
Did you not know what teenagers are like? Teenagers are the most lazy sacks of shit ever. And I don't care if you guys are going to get pissed off at me calling teenagers lazy sack shits. We all were teenagers. We were all lazy. Get over it.
I was a lazy sack of shit when I was a teenager.
I was a lazy sack of shit.
Yeah, exactly. But so, there's just Ryan's Comet is like this thing they're anticipating. That'll be relevant in the final.
I wonder why. I guess they couldn't afford the name Orion.
Lights of Orion, activate. But
oh wait.
Anyway, we have a lot of Power Rangers knowledge from the Saban era. Anyway, so Bulk and Skull end up on this construction site where they find this purple egg wrapped around with this silver claw thing attached to it, and it kills a guy.
Is he dead?
I assume.
I don't think he was.
I'll get to why I think that later. But the Rangers are, kidnapped by Zordon, as they always are.
Of course.
He tells them, "Oh, there's this egg. I need you guys to stop it because there's this purple guy."
By the way, this command center set is pretty dope.
The budget. I'll give this movie credit. Its budget is way better than the show. Yeah,
and they're actually using the budget.
Yeah.
Unlike the last fucking movie.
The funny thing is, this has half the budget that Mortal Kombat Annihilation did, and it's still
no way.
This budget was $15 million, and it looks so much better than Annihilation.
Oh my god! No way.
This came out the same year as the first Mortal Kombat movie. Actually,
really?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah!
Now, I'm gonna say this right off. You know what? I'll save it. We'll talk about the movie first.
All right.
So, Lord Zed, Rita, Goldar, is Finster there?
No, Finster's not there. He's replaced by this random fucking pig!
It's a pig guy! Who the fuck are you?
Where's Squad and Babu?
Where's Rita? Where's Finster?
Who are you?
There's just this pig guy there, and they crack open the egg, and
seriously, I'm waiting for one of them just to turn and see this thing, and go who are you?
In my headcanon, this is what happened to Balak after he died. He went into this egg. The Ark of the Covenant.
This is what the Ark of the Covenant did to Belloc?
Yes. His soul in this egg.
So wait a minute. So it turned him into this purple demon thing and made him be completely unhinged?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
That's my head.
That's what the Ark did. Don't look, Marion! If you do, we'll go to a shitty kids movie! Don't look!
But yeah,
shut your eyes, Marion!
But yeah, then Ivan Ooze comes out. And
here's the best part of the film. I'm not gonna save that for later. No, he is the best part.
This guy is hamming it
He read the script, watched the show, and I was like, "Oh, this is a piece of shit." Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna have fun. I don't have to work. I don't have to work today. I can do whatever I want.
So the Power Rangers show up, and like they see the kids. They see the people that work the security. Is it security?
Yeah, but I'm gonna pause you right there. Can we talk about Lord Zedd's suit in this?
He looks awesome.
So good. I mean, Lord Zedd always looked cool. Let's be honest.
It's funny because Lord Zedd was the first American Power Rangers villain, and he holds up.
Oh, Lord Zedd holds up.
To the point where I think, I could be wrong, is he the main antagonist of Cosmic Fury?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's how much of an impact this guy has.
I would argue he's probably the most iconic Power Rangers villain.
I'd argue he's the strongest, too.
No, he's not.
I'm going to stop you right there. He's technically never been beaten in a fight.
No, he hasn't. The only time he beat
he hasn't been killed. Like, I think they trap in Dino Fury, they trap him in something with the help of the Morphin Master. So technically, the Rangers didn't really beat him in a fight.
No, but they beat.
If I remember correctly, I mean, please, if I'm wrong, let us know. Like,
I don't think the only time he fought the Mighty Morphin Ranger one-on-one with Tommy, and he destroyed him. So I don't know if they all jumped him if they'd have a chance. I have no idea. Well, no, he beat all the Dino Fury Rangers in a fight. So
yeah.
So the Mighty Morphin.
And in Cosmic Fury, they just kind of trap him in this like dream limbo. So, and he was powered up with the Morphin Master's power. So yeah,
Rangers never technically beat Master Vile either.
That's true.
They did beat the Machine Empire though, and Zed was terrified of them. So Zed would have no chance against the Zeo Rangers. But
I digress.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. And then
yeah.
So back to security. Like, it's actually Ivan Ooze, so I think Ivan Ooze just killed those people.
No, the Lord Zed knocks him out.
Yeah, but I think Lord Zed just killed him.
He says, "Why don't you guys take a little nap yourselves?"
You know what? I just want to think Ivan Ooze ate. Okay.
All right. I mean, you don't see the bodies after that, so.
Yeah, he's like the thing. He's like the thing. He just assimilated him.
You know, that'd actually be pretty cool.
So Ivan Ooze just kind of like mocks the Power Rangers, and he's like, "Oh, where's my autograph?"
He is trolling the fuck out of them. Like he in no way takes them serious.
And then he just makes these weird things that look like him.
Yeah.
And so, guess what? It's Morphin time!
Nope.
Because
we have to have Tommy's only cool line.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Boom! Beats the shit out of them with a fucking shovel handle.
Action boy now. Action girl now.
You know, this soundtrack actually is pretty fire.
But, you know, it's they morph. And what was always, even as a kid, what was weird to me, is the morphing order is different from the show.
Yeah.
Like, in the show, it went Tiger, Zord, Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Sabretooth, Tyrannosaurus. And this is Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus, Mastodon, Sabretooth, White Tiger. And he says, he says White Tiger, not Tiger Zord. It's weird.
The morphers are weird, too, because if you notice, they don't look the same. They all have
all of the Rangers' colors on them.
And they have the belt buckle.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen mods of the Legacy Morphers for the movie. I mean, it's pretty cool.
And, like, the suits, I don't know if I like them or not.
I don't.
So, now, Tommy's having a coin in the chest. The White Ranger does have the Kiva Ranger symbol in the chest.
I don't mind the coins on the chest because, I mean, the advertisements, the products that came out with Power Rangers all usually had them with the symbols on the chest.
But in the show, they didn't.
Yeah, in the show, they did. So I'm leaning on that aspect, but I don't know if I like this, like, rubber motorcycle suit they're in.
And on top of that, they don't have any of their weapons. Like, Rocky has this weird, like, visor on his
Yeah,
helmet.
they had like these new things. Aisha has like these lights.
Like Kimberly has this whip, and
See,
Billy has like Batman's grappling rope.
See, like Aisha has like these headlights so they can see, but I always thought the helmets could see no matter if it was day or night. It was just the technology and magic of the suits.
Adam has nothing, and Tommy does have Saba, so he's the only one that has his proper weapon. Because of course the White Rangers is accurate.
Yeah.
So, as they're trying to fight these things, Ivan Ooze is just like, hi, and he breaks into the command center.
Hi.
And
This is my favorite scene. This is my favorite scene.
He goes on about how he missed the Spanish Inquisition, the Black Plague, and the Brady Bunch reunion. I know it is.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, Ivan. Which reunion are you talking about? Because if you're talking about the variety show, oh yeah, that was pure evil. I don't blame you if you wanted to see that.
And he's just destroying everything.
He wrecks it.
So the Rangers destroy these purple goo thingies, and then their powers just go away.
Okay, so, I mean, this is probably before the Morphin Grid was even a thing.
I forgot when the Morphin Grid was established. I want to say it was in Season 1. Hi, Dodger. How are you, buddy?
That wasn't Dodger.
I heard Dodger barking. Heard a dog.
No, that was a dog outside. The window's open.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, like, they go to the command center and...
No, wasn't the Morphin Grid established in Season 2 when it says, oh yeah, the Morphin Grid is made because of the fight between me and Zed?
Oh, yeah, because they kept that in continuity.
So I don't think destroying the command center would have destroyed their powers.
I mean, if you take out half of the battle, then, you know.
I mean, I guess. But I mean, the Morphin Grid's still a thing after Zordon dies.
Yeah, because Power Rangers is so good at keeping up its own continuity.
True.
Anyway.
I'm shutting this.
So, like, they go to the
people in my complex decide now to be social butterflies. Okay.
So they go to the command center, and you see this, like, decrepit old man, like, in glass. Like, he's laying on this weird glass.
It's Jarrell!
He's dying. Oh, he's dying? He's not being destroyed? They said die.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
They don't really say die again until the 20th anniversary.
How does this work? Like, how did he get out of that dimension Rita put him in?
Shut up.
Just from destroying the command center, that's all it took?
I guess.
Well, Tommy just wrecked it in Season 1. What? And why is he dying if he's free? How does that even work?
He's losing power, Anthony.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's not his natural... Being in the tube is not his natural thing.
So now the movie slows down to a crawl.
You literally had nothing... You had no answer for me, so you're just getting back to the summary, aren't you?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
This movie now slows down to a...
Oh my god. It was unbearable. I was like, oh my god, can we just get to Ivan Ooze so something happens?
So they go to this other planet, which is just somewhere in Australia. And
yeah, like, yeah, the whole Planet Phaedo stuff is so boring.
We'll get back to that because Ivan Ooze takes over the villain.
Yeah, but whenever Ivan's on screen, it's like a godsend because it's like, oh my god, something entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like the fact that the Power Rangers are boring to watch in a Power Rangers movie. Why does this happen every time there's a Power Rangers movie? Well, maybe that's because the characters aren't.
Yeah, let's be honest. Power Rangers kind of only works as a 30-minute TV show.
Yeah. But, you know, Ivan Ooze is like, we need a new leader, and I pick...
Me! You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into work and go to my management team like, you all obviously need a vacation. I think by circumstances, it's time for us to elect a new manager. And I pick me.
And he puts Rita and Zed into a snow globe and just
gives them brain damage.
And then he makes Tengu warriors by spitting.
These things freak me out.
And like they attack the Power Rangers on this planet, and the Power Rangers, without their powers, apparently forgot how to fight.
Yeah, like, aren't you guys martial artists at this point? Like, I know you all didn't start off as that, but I mean, like, Tommy was a martial artist. Billy and Kimberly have learned martial arts. And Rocky, Adam, and Aisha were martial artists before they became Power Rangers.
Yeah, so, like, huh?
I mean, yeah, these things are probably strong. Wait a minute. Tommy beat the piss out of putties without powers.
Before he was a Ranger. Yes.
Oh, this movie.
So then, like, this just woman just shows up with these sticks.
And that outfit choice. This is a kids' movie still, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm sure a lot of prepubescent boys felt something weird going on.
And then, like, she just attacks Tommy?
Look, all I'm saying is, couldn't Kimberly wear that outfit?
Wouldn't that be nice, right?
We all thought it back in the day. There's no shame in it, guys. She was all of our first childhood crushes. Even, I'm sure, some girls. There's no shame in it.
But they are like, but Zordon, and she's just like,
Zordon?
Say Zordon. And then
this fucker gets around. Like, does every fucking person in the galaxy know who Zordon is?
He had a 17,000 contingency plans, including up to in space, involving a Mega Voyager. Like, how much faith do you not have in your team that you have all these contingencies?
Seriously? Yeah, once I had that team of cowboy Power Rangers, I knew I had to make some backup plans.
So she's like, okay, I'll help you. Don't you worry. Ivan Ooze comes up with this plan to, like...
He needs to get his ectomorphicon robots. But he doesn't feel like using magic to dig them up.
So he decides he's going to make the adults of Angel Grove do it.
Wait, why the adults though? I mean, it's clear he can generate these Tengu warriors, those Ooze minions.
Because it's
Why
funny.
doesn't he make? Why doesn't he make more? Or
because
those?
He thinks it's funny. Because it's funny to him to torture adults.
I mean, it's funny for me too to torture adults. I mean, I'm not complaining.
You are an adult.
So I like torturing other adults.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I sat through Annihilation, so you know what? The world must pay.
So he creates this Ooze, dresses up as like some wizard.
He dresses up like Merlin,
and like the kids. This Ooze has no effects on the kids. But like it hypnotizes the adults to make them.
Well, I just love his marketing trend. Like, hey, your parents probably will like this, and if they don't, and if they try to take it away from you, throw it in their fucking face.
Yeah, he's like, defy your parents, screw them.
Which was brilliant. It's brilliant marketing for the '90s because that's what the '90s was all about: defying your parents.
So, like, back on Phaedos,
boring.
They get these ninja costumes.
The only one that's effective is Adams.
So this is not necessarily a problem with this movie. More power. Actually, we'll get to that when they get their power. So Rocky is an ape. Aisha, bear. Billy, wolf. Kimberly, crane. Adam, frog, and Tommy, falcon.
Poor Adam.
So now we're going from Zero Ranger to Kaku Ranger. Okay. We'll get to the problem there in a minute because Kaku Ranger only has 5 members.
You know what? I'm going to take a nap. Call me when Vanilla Ice starts doing a ninja rap.
But we're not talking about that movie today, Anthony.
I mean, it's close enough. They're basically dressed like the Ninja Turtles.
So, like, Dulcia's like, I can't leave. I'll rapidly age. I'm going to turn into an owl. Bye!
I did an owl!
Oh my god, I forgot about that video. Super freaking parody Rangers.
Why was she an owl?
That's her ninjitty, Anthony. She's an owl.
That's her ancient animal spirit, an owl.
Yes. So,
isn't she an alien?
Shut up.
Why would her animal be an owl? Like, wouldn't it be some sort of alien creature or something?
So they have to go through this forest where there are fossilized dinosaurs on some planet. Why are there dinosaurs?
Welcome to Jurassic Park, primarily just for that joke.
You're on another planet. This would make sense if it was these ninja powers were stuck on Earth, like in the show with Ninja. But
no,
we're on another planet and there's just dinosaurs.
Do you want to know what's really hilarious?
What's that?
Do you remember when in the Return of the Evil Green Ranger clone, where the other Rangers got sent to the 18th century?
Yes.
And they had to fight those rat monsters?
Yes.
Those things were supposed to be in this movie.
That's funny. Oh yeah, they were supposed to be the Tengus, right?
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know if they got a higher budget. Get rid of these fucking things.
So, Ivan Ooze is having these things dug out for him, and he decides to just make one of the parents dance.
I love this scene. Especially when Ivan Ooze makes the parent do the ballet. The look on the guy's face is like he just entered Nirvana.
What does he say? I'm tired of your droll faces and your boring personalities.
Yeah. That's what he's just when it's all finally done.
Yeah, we'll just skip there. And Ivan was like, you know what? Just kill yourselves.
Fuck it. You're all done. Job well done. Go fucking kill yourselves.
So the kid Fred's all like, guys,
our parents, they're gonna leap to their dooms.
I don't know why I made him Christopher Walken.
And now I will never unhear that.
Guys, we have to save our parents from...
We've all been had. Ivan Ooze is using all of us in his plans. We have to tear down Country Bear Hole. So the Power Rangers defeat these weird rock gargoyle things. Oh yeah, what the hell were those things? They were so stupid. And then they get their powers back. Oh, by the way, throughout all these trials to get to the sacred power, Tommy's the only one that can do anything. Yeah, shocking. Oh, and Kimberly just resorts to becoming Screams, by the way. Kimberly is just a damsel in distress. She is. As soon as they get to Planet Fiddles, all Kimberly does is scream. Yeah, where's Ghostface? Because that's basically what you are. She basically becomes Sydney in the final act. Yeah. And they get their powers back, and they still have... Our Geo Ranger? Yeah, uh-huh. What? Yeah, But you're an ape, you're a frog, you're a falcon, you're a crane, you're a bear, but your helmets are T-Rex, Mastodon, Saber-Tooth Tiger. What? Again, these were ninja-based mechs. And so the Rangers that piloted them were ninja-based suits in the Sentai. And they matched visually. This is not. And as a kid, I didn't question it. As an adult, I'm like, what? Couldn't you just get the suits? Because the Alien Rangers, Anthony. Now these big robots are just destroying everything. And the news conferences are like, where are the Power Rangers? Meanwhile, Zordon's still alive. He's lasted for a while. And so the Rangers... Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Remember what? Right after they got their ninjetti powers, they just stand there in that temple and wait. Yeah. Your mentor is dying. What are you guys waiting for? Pizza. They ordered them a pizza. And if it's not here in 30 minutes or less, it's free. That's right. You're late. I'm not paying for those. Tobey Maguire just shows up as they're at the temple. Pizza time. You know, those are much better movies than this. Oh yeah.
So they get to Earth and they're like, "Hey, let's call our Ninja Zords." Okay. So
yeah, that makes sense.
So they look awful, actually.
Oh my god!
They
At
look
least it looks
nothing.
at least they look better than Annihilation.
They don't look. They look nothing like the actual Ninja Zords.
They don't, especially the Ape Zord.
In fact, it's funny when the toy line for this came out. The Ninja Megazord was released for the movie, and I actually had that toy growing up with my first Megazord.
That was your. Wait, what?
That was my first Megazord. Was the
Ninja Megazord. I swear we had the regular Megazord and the Dragon Zord before. Ninja.
No, we only ever had the Dragon Zord.
You had the Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, I never had the full Megazord. Grandma just found the T-Rex at a
garage sale. Huh. Okay.
But the one that was the box, the figure that they sold was actually the one from the show. And so when I got the toy, I was like, this doesn't look like the one in the movie.
Why does this ape not look like an ape?
And then I saw the one in the show, and I was like, oh, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Why doesn't the ape look like an ape still?
But so there's like what? There's like two of these stupid ectomorphicon things, right?
Yeah.
One's a scorpion and one's a big bee.
And I think it's a bee.
And of course, Tommy just nukes one of them.
For real?
Like, of course, Tommy had to do it, right?
Well, duh, of course.
And so Ivan Ooze is really annoyed. And he's just like, you know what? I'm a fucking shoot myself.
Yeah, This looks kind of problematic.
You know, and while they're doing this, like, the kids are trying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we put in the porn parody.
And so it turns into this weird, like, Ivan bug hybrid. And then they become the Ninja Megazord.
But wait.
Oh, my.
But you see, Ivan destroyed the monorail track. Because as we know, I love how it's such a big deal. He destroyed the monorail track.
We need Ninja Megazord power now.
That was it. That was it. He's gone too far now.
No, it's almost like Tommy just ignores what she says. Like, screw it, just make a Megazord. Go ahead.
He wasn't even listening.
He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna.
This bitch has been screaming my name for 24 hours. I am done.
So let's just make a Megazord. And he's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna join. Bye. He just flies away.
Okay. So Fred takes all the kids because they're gonna try and save their parents with Bulk and Skull, of course.
Yeah, something Batman wasn't able to do.
Yeah. So. They apparently Fred knows how to work a monorail. Sure, fuck it.
Well, kids in Power Rangers are very talented, Anthony. Did you know a 12-year-old can?
Yeah, apparently a 12-year-old can be a complete genius and go all the way to high school. A trait that was never established in his premiere movie, but we'll get to that.
So Tommy uses the Falcon Zord to save the monorail.
How did he know the monorail was coming?
Because he destroyed the monorail track, Anthony.
Son of a bitch must pay.
So the Ninja Megazord, one, looks absolutely awful.
Well, the CGI just looks awful.
But even the design looks really stupid.
And
he has the Shogun Megazord sword.
What?
Like the sword it uses is the Shogun Megazord sword.
Number one, the Ninja Megazord never had a sword.
No, it had these. It punched things. Like that was the attack.
Yeah, punching.
Like, why does he have? And one, why is it the Shogun Megazord sword? And like,
because it looks like a ninja sword, I guess.
This Megazord is getting its ass kicked.
Oh yeah, they're getting not. Actually, Frankie, the whole fight, the Megazord's getting its ass kicked.
Yeah. So Tommy's like, "Hey guys, I'm here now.
Ninja fucking Megazord."
That's what it sounds like. Which is not even the correct name. It's supposed to be the Ninja Mega Falcon Zord. But...
Ninja fucking Megazord.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Let's go to space," and they just can't. They just can't beat this guy. So Aisha has the brilliant idea of hitting the emergency button and fucking kneeing him in the nuts.
Little known fact, Aisha's strategy is still being used within militaries today.
And they knock him into that comet I mentioned at the beginning of the movie. And he just dies. But as they're doing
Okay, Ivan, I'm going to tell you shit up. We'll Rochambeau for planet Earth. How do you play? Well, I'll kick you in the nuts as hard as I can, and then you kick me in the nuts as hard as you can. Ready? Boom!
And while they're doing that, Fred's hitting all the parents with this really heavy...
Okay, this climax. These kids are trying to push their parents, but the parents just power through them towards this cliff. So we're about to see parents and children falling like the lemmings.
And once
Fred has the bright idea to get a fire hose.
Yes.
And push them back. Now, I don't know if you at home know how powerful a fire hose from fire trucks are. They're pretty fucking powerful. And he is shooting at these kids and parents point blank. These fucking bones are broken.
Anthony, you don't understand.
What? What don't I understand?
Shut up.
Because he's Fred.
Exactly. And so I do think Ivan Ooze is the first major villain
to get kicked in the nuts?
Well, yes, that, but I think he's the first major Power Rangers villain to actually die on screen. I think.
On what?
On screen. I think Ivan Ooze is the first major Power Ranger villain to die on screen.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Yeah.
And once
he killed the best part of the film.
What? Next up, Angel grows. What is he saying?
Next up, Angel grows First National Bank.
And he just throws him into a bank. And he dies. Good
night, sweet prince, and may flights of ooze sing thee to thy rest.
So as he dies, all the parents are like, oh, what were we doing?
What the hell are we doing here?
Why are we wet?
Johnny, you were grounded, mister!
And you're grounded for 3 weeks, Eric.
Wait, what the hell am I grounded for 3 weeks? This is fucking bullshit! Fucking save your asses from jumping off a cliff and I'm grounded?
So Zordon is dead, and the Ranger's like, wait, guys. We learned all things are possible.
No, Tommy, no, that's crazy talk.
So they revive Zordon with the power of friendship. And completely restore
part of the card.
They completely restore the command center.
They literally fix the command center and bring Zordon back for the power of love and heart of the cards.
Yes.
They had no way to fix this.
And then there's like this party scene at the end where Fred teases 2 6th Rangers.
Yeah, but enough of that. Van Halen time!
I watched this movie a lot growing up.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And it does not hold up.
No, but I will say it is a guilty pleasure.
Now, listen. I said that about the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one.
Okay.
I can actually stomach the Mortal Kombat movie.
I maintain the Mortal Kombat movie is good.
This I cannot sit through.
Oh, I can sit through this. Ivan Ooze is amazing. He's just fucking with everyone. It's great.
Like, Power Rangers, one as a series, I have just become so disinterested in that I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, fuck, this is that middle chunk of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And even the final battle are kind of fucking boring.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, like you're just literally looking at your watch waiting for fucking Paul Freeman to show back up.
Now, admittedly, the beginning, because that feels the most like a Power Rangers episode, is a guilty pleasure to turn your brain off stupid shit.
Yeah.
Everything after that first Ranger battle with those weird purple putty goo things, it just turns into a snooze fest. And
little known fact, purple putty goo things is actually my Taylor Swift cover band.
And on top of fuck you. And on top of that, the CG for the final battle is horrible. To the point where the suit, like The Ninja Megazord is not my favorite Megazord by any means. The one in the show looks so much better than the one in the movie.
I will say Ninja Megazord's grown on me as I grown up.
I mean,
it's grown on me.
It's okay.
It's one of my personal favorites.
I have the Legacy figure of it, so there's that.
I prefer it over the Shogun Megazord.
Yeah, I do too. I think the Shogun Megazord's the one I like the least from Mighty Morphin.
It's either that or the Thunder Megazord.
I like the Thunder Megazord more than the Shogun Megazord. But that might be because I like the individual mode Thunder Megazord better.
Maybe.
But that's
nobody's just gonna top the original Megazord.
Absolutely not. I can't even argue with that. That's like peak. Now I know it's been a couple years, but I have to say this. There is something about this movie that doesn't make me hate it. And we did lose Jason David Frank. And I can't hate on the movie because he is one of my childhood heroes. You know, R.I.P.
No, we can hate on the next film.
Oh God. But
this is a straight guilty pleasure. Like, I know it's bad, but I just have so much fun, have so much childhood memories from it that I can sit down and watch it and have a good time. The soundtrack's great.
I don't have that same positive emotion toward it that you do. I think it's a pain to get through this. Now, would I rather watch this than fucking Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Abso-freaking-lutely. Would I rather watch this than the second Power Rangers movie? Abso-freaking-lutely. I would rather watch this than like Overdrive or the Neo Saban. Right, but doesn't make it good.
No, it's not a good movie. Like I said, this is not a good movie, but I still enjoy it.
I'd honestly rather watch this than the 2017 movie.
Well, the 2017 movie. You know what's the problem with the 2017 movie? The lack of imagination. There's nothing about that movie that stands out for me to remember it.
No, it's oh God.
That's the worst part of it. It's just a complete studio bore.
It's Chronicle mixed with Tony Stark.
Oh, those suits are awful.
They are. This is something nostalgia can't save for me.
And nostalgia saves this for me.
But what are we doing next, my dear boy?
Oh, it's my go?
Yeah, I picked this one.
Oh, that's right, you did. God, what am I gonna pick? No, I think I'll save those for another day.
Oh boy.
God, what the heck are we gonna review next?
I don't know. What are we gonna review next?
See, Frankie just asked me if he wanted to record. I'm like, sure. So I had nothing prepared.
I mean, I'll pick another one if you want.
You know what? Pick another one.
Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen. So next time we meet, we are going to go on an adventure. An adventure to get our swamp back. This one's a long time coming for a long time from the Shelf viewers.
Oh, shit.
Because I mentioned this way back in season 1 and we never got around to doing it. So,
oh boy.
I think it's finally time we show off our layers.
Okay, I guess we're redemption time. Redemption round.
Yeah, here we go. Shrek, you're finally getting your due.
Well, do you just want to do the first one? Why don't we just do Shrek 1 and 2?
Because I don't want to do Shrek 1 and 2. And honestly, because I don't own Shrek 2.
You own Shrek 1?
I own Shrek 1. I haven't bought Shrek 2 yet.
Why don't you own Shrek 2?
I just haven't got around to buying it yet. Shrek
2 is better. I'd get Shrek 2 over Shrek 1.
Well, Shrek 1 was on 4K. Shrek 2 wasn't yet. I was waiting for the 4K to come. And it might be out now.
I think you fucked up.
Well, point is, we're going to review Shrek next, guys. Finally, after all this time, it's finally happening.
All right, Shrek, we're finally doing it.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wish we could get Annalise back for this.
I mean, you can ask her.
I will. We'll see what happens there, guys. But thank you so much for listening to us again. You've been getting a lot of us lately, and I hope you're not sick of us yet.
Or if you want more, we'll keep getting you more.
That's right. All right, guys. Thanks for listening so much. May the power protect you.
Huzzah!
Okay, post-editing here. We fucked up.
We did fuck up.
We mentioned this, I think, in our theme song list. That Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is one of our favorite theme songs.
Yeah, I think that was on your list.
And they do a remix of it in this movie.
And it fucking slaps!
Oh, yeah.
So much so they put it in that forgetful 2000... I can't even speak, I'm so hyped.
Fuck that movie. But
yeah, fuck that movie. But that's the only good part about that movie. They put this version of the song in.
Yeah.
It is 80s, 90s rock cheese, and I love it.
Does Ron Wasserman do it for the movie, or is it somebody else?
No, he doesn't do it for the movie. I don't know who does it for the movie.
That's depressing.
It is depressing.
But oh man, and
no, the score could definitely use the Wasserman factor.
And one other thing I forgot to mention, so they did a toy line for this movie because of course they did, but they never did like proper suits for the movie.
No.
Toy line. So they had all these like shiny Ranger figures on the shelf warming. That's where the metallic armor in the show came.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. No way.
That they were just trying to sell those toys.
But you know what's funny? That they didn't try to incorporate the Ivan Ooze into the show.
Never. He was never mentioned. I
mean, they brought in the Tengu Warriors.
And something, again, we didn't really talk about. Just trying to, like, get done with this fucking movie. Even the actors of this movie, I swear to fucking God, don't have the charisma they have in the show.
You don't think so?
Not even that the show was very well acted, but something about them in the show, they just seem more energetic.
Comfortable?
And a lot, yeah, more comfortable is a great way to put it. Except for Ivan Ooze. Ivan Ooze.
Well, he's a film actor, so
he's
theatrical. So I'm sure he's done theater, television, film.
The only one who seemed like they were giving it their all was Jason David Frank.
Well, I feel Karen Ashley. Thank you. I knew it was an A. I apologize. Karen Ashley, Johnny Young Bosch, and Steve Cardenas. They were probably still new to all this, so you could tell they was like, okay.
And also, this is personal for me, but I want to talk about it. In 2014, me and Anthony went to Philadelphia. It's now called Fan Expo. We actually met Jason David Frank there.
Yes, we did.
My inner child geeked out so hard.
Well, you met him twice. I met him once.
When did I meet him twice?
You went to his booth. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't go to his booth?
No, I was scoping around the convention, meeting other people.
Oh yeah, because I went to his booth. He signed a piece.
Well, his booth was friggin' packed. I mean, for good reason. It was Jason David Frank.
And then he signed my there was like a meet and greet with him with a bunch of fans, and he signed my Legacy Dragon sword. So that was
he signed my Dragon Dagger.
I'm glad you finally found that.
I know, me too.
I don't think I have much more to say. I was getting ready to start editing this video or this podcast. He's like, I forgot to talk about the theme song. I was like, all right, hold on, I can fix this. So,
the ones of post-production.
One last thing. The next episode is actually going to be a double-length episode because we're going to talk about 1 and 2.
Yes, Frankie managed to find a copy of 2, and it's gonna be here tomorrow. So he's gonna watch them both. I'm gonna find streams of them.
And there you go. So the next episode will be 2. This will be the first time we're talking about 2 movies on one video podcast. So look forward to that.
Yes.
But anyway, thank you guys again so much for joining us. Second time I'm trying to end this. And join us for Shrek 1 and 2 next time, guys. Take care.
Huzzah!